welcome back. Our first guest on my show, who is opening the series, is the extremely popular actor Ritesh Deshmukh. He and his wife are very close friends of my children. I have known Ritesh since the time his father was the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Even then, Ritesh was very down to earth and a very well mannered boy who never was affected by the trappings of fame and political clout. The credit goes to him for building up his own identity by sheer hard work. Ritesh made his entry in Hindi films in 2003 opposite Genelia D'Souza. Later, he fell in love with Genelia and got married to his leading lady. Today, he stands tall as an actor who has come into his own as a producer with his successful Marathi films. He's also a doting husband and a devoted father to 2 children. I can imagine how his mother's chest must swell with pride. I feel like that about him too. How are you?
Zarina aunty?
Nice to see you. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Oh,
These are for you.
wow, how beautiful. Please come and sit
Thank
down.
you.
Please sit down.
Thank you, auntie, for having me.
Now, first, it's a pleasure. Tell me first, let me ask, how are your 2 little ones?
अरे very good.
What have you named them? क्या नाम दिए?
बड़े का नाम रियान है
हाँ.
और छोटे का नाम राहिल.
Nice names also.
Thank you.
And I remember your dad so well. Of course, your mother is very special, but your dad was also a wonderful man.
Thank
huh?
you, thank you.
But I like your whole family. Even your father was a chief minister of Maharashtra and all the rest. But you're so down to earth and so, grounded. And all the brothers, each one of you all are very close knit in family, no, isn't it?
और मुझे लगता है कि आपकी core strength ये परिवार ही होता है.
But you had a very beautiful love story with your wife also, no? From the first picture.
मेरे और जिनीला के बीच में 5-5.5 साल का फर्क है. तो जब हमने शूटिंग की शुरुआत की तो हम बहुत अच्छे दोस्त बने. तो पता नहीं वो दोस्ती कब प्यार में चेंज हो गई.
I love her smile.
मेरा कुछ कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं लेकिन फिर भी थैंक यू. Almost 5 साल हो गए शादी को and now we have 2 lovely kids. So
Well.
I want to ask you one more thing, auntie. We've always spoken about this, but how was your love story? Are, we should know. I would like to know. I'm sure you would want to know.
My love story started my love with food actually. Because you see, what happened is when I was very young, I used to be neighbors with my husband. I remember I was only in my 9th, 10th standard actually. But even he was very young, I was very young. He was only 17 and a half, 18 maybe.
So before films happened or
Films
whatever.
happened, anything. And every time I used to pass, I used to see a very sweet lady on the terrace. And she used to wave at me. And I used to wonder how sweet this lady, very pretty lady with, lovely long hair and fair and all. So I started waving at her, not knowing who it was, anything.
Sure.
And guess who that eventually turned out to be? My future mother-in-law.
Wow.
And when she used to look at me walking by, she used to say, ये लड़की प्यारी है, इसको मेरे 5 बेटे में एक को जमा देना चाहिए. Next thing, it was a long story. We met on the beach and all the rest. And the best thing is, when I first went to his house,
जी.
his mother took an immense liking to me. So because I was young, when you find a young girl, then automatically you have more that affection or whatever it is. And she used to be the most extraordinary cook. And I was a sports girl, so I used to always be hungry. So I used to eat a lot, and when I used to go to the house, the first thing that used to attract me was the food, the smell of the food. Of course, besides being attracted to my husband,
Absolutely.
but I thought the food that used to come out was just, too good to be true. And when I enjoyed it, she was the happiest. She says, "Isko to abhi daughter-in-law banani hai."
So basically, what
It's
you're
not
telling me
started.
is कि आपको आपकी सासू माँ पसंद आई इसलिए आपने बेटे से शादी कर ली.
नहीं, ऐसी बात तो नहीं है. First the beta, then the sasu ma. Like this, love story grew and the food story grew. So I
That's
used to write
amazing.
all the. But talking of food, I'm going to teach you how to make a nice biryani, a mutton biryani.
Lovely.
Our style.
My favorite.
Huh?
My
And then you
favorite.
learn it up and surprise Genelia how you can make the biryani. Don't tell anyone.
We'll learn right now. Let's go.
Chalo, let's go. First, we put the pan on here.
Right.
So we put the oil into the pan. Every dish mainly, we have to add the spices.
The spices.
So there is a few of the cloves, ilaichi, 3 major domos, and then the dalchini. These are the spices that give you the flavor. Just let it sizzle a little bit. Then in the meantime, we take the onions and we cut them lengthwise. We take all the onions and put them into this oil. Of course, we'll also add the salt, 1.5 to 2 teaspoons.
Okay, 2 teaspoons.
The next thing what we do, first you put 2 teaspoons red chili. Then you put 1 teaspoon of dhania powder.
Okay.
And then you put half a teaspoon of haldi. So then again you mix all this up. We put the mutton. Now we mix the meat. So we put 2 teaspoons adrak, the garlic. And then we again, this is all got to be very well browned.
It's amazing.
Okay, now, as this is being fried, we start cutting the tomatoes. First into half.
Should I cut it for you?
Are you good in cutting?
I can try.
Don't cut your fingers.
No, give it. I'll do it.
Huh?
Yeah, come.
You really will?
Yeah,
then
I will.
go like this. Okay, let's see.
So now.
Yes, very good. Wow, you're cutting it like a professional.
Yeah, almost done now, yes.
Okay, fine. Now we put all of this into the meat. The cooking also becomes simple and it's always better. Close this.
How much time will that take now?
I think about another 10 minutes. Now the meat should be ready. I'll just take a little peep. Yes, see. Huh?
It's amazing. Wow.
Now, the next step. We pour the yogurt into it. See, look at the color that will come with the yogurt. Then put it on the side.
This is like magic.
Then what we do, we add the kothmeer goes in, pudina, full green chilies, about 6 of them. Now, we add a little bit of the garam masala, which is, pounded, all the masalas.
Right.
Yeah. Delicious flavor at the end,
Oh, wow.
We mix this up. This is the Khan style biryani.
Khan style biryani.
That
wow.
we do. Secret is spices and secrets.
Spices and secrets. Okay, now say you prepare a dish like this. I think this is an amazing gravy dish.
Yes, you can eat it.
Yeah,
yes,
without adding rice, this can be a gravy dish.
Absolutely, but it's got to be cooked.
Cooked, right? Of course.
And then last we add the potatoes. These are the potatoes which I have boiled and fried slightly and kept. So after about say 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to add the potatoes into it. See, so there, I'm just keeping it here.
Ready.
And when it's ready, Ritesh, so I think now the meat should be ready.
Wow.
So we open it. Oh, look at that. I think we
melting pot.
Just switch this off for the moment. We put the first, we take the rice and we spread it across here.
Oh, so that's the first layer.
That's the first layer, okay? Then we leave this here and now take this and I put it like this. Okay, then we back again to this. The rice goes on top of this. This layer we put in the potato.
Potatoes, okay.
So we put the potato, just put it like this, stick it in a little bit. Now back again to the
gravy.
Gravy. The layer of the gravy. Now we back again, we'll put the rice. Now, we pour in this kesar doodh.
Oh, okay.
Now this was the pure ghee ka tadka, you know, which you put.
Ghee ka tadka.
Ah.
Wow.
So that means you
How
put
many
about,
tablespoons?
I think 2.5. Okay, now it's done. And we pour this. We close this. Put this on low fire
For how much time?
for about, I think, maximum 5 to 7 minutes.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Okay, Ritesh, our biryani is done. There goes. But the whole fun of this is how you take it out.
And who in your family loves this the most?
My grandson Yuraz, he loves biryanis. He always says, let's go to eat Nani's biryani. I'm going to add a little bit of
Coriander.
the coriander and I'm going to make you smell and see.
Ah, Jannat. Heaven
You
is.
mean it? It's really
Yeah,
smelling
it's
good.
just amazing.
And you have to taste it, try it, and then let me know. And if you've missed anything, here's the recap.
For mutton biryani, in a pan, add oil, add 5 to 6 cardamom, 6 to 8 cloves, and 2 to 3 cinnamon sticks for added flavor. And fry 3 sliced onions until it becomes light golden brown. Now add salt to taste, 2 teaspoon red chili powder, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, half teaspoon turmeric powder, and mix well. Add 500 gram mutton pieces into the pan and mix to coat it with all the spices. Add 2 teaspoon ginger paste, 1 teaspoon garlic paste, 2 to 3 finely chopped tomatoes. Mix well and let it cook for 40 to 45 minutes. Add 1.5 cup of yogurt, freshly chopped coriander, few fresh mint leaves, 5 to 6 whole green chilies, 1 teaspoon garam masala and give it a good mix. Let it cook for 8 to 10 minutes in its own juice. Do not add water at any stage. In another pan, spread cooked white rice on the base. Then, place the cooked meat, fried potatoes and repeat the layering. Sprinkle half cup of saffron mixed milk and 2 tablespoon melted ghee over the last layer and cook on slow fire for 15 to 20 minutes. Serve the biryani on serving plate and garnish it with chopped coriander. Your yummy mutton biryani is ready to be served.
We'll be back soon, so come and meet us after the break.